Hello everyone, welcome back to my class. Hope you all are fine. I am Halima available through WhatsApp, and I am looking forward for the classes meeting online. In before class we have discussed about the civics lesson, that is the meaning, nature and scope of political science. After that, now we will discuss about the evolution of political science, how it is evolved. Okay. Here the beginning of the study of politics or political science or political thinkers is traced to be through the ancient Greek philosophers like Socrates, Plato and Aristotle. Here we all know better about the Aristotle, and among all these the Aristotle is regarded as the father of political science. Why? Because of his objectives towards the political science and because of the systematic study of government, state and politics affairs of society or through the political science. So, the systematic study of political science or scientific study of political affairs, government or politics designed by the Aristotle, and he designed this term political science as politics. So, Aristotle used the term politics to design the science of the state. He called politics as a master science. Why? Because as it covers almost all the individuals' activities in the society as per the political and social institutes. So, he designed and he defined the politics as a master science. As we know that the master science, why it is called as politics to the master science? Why? Because it includes the individuals in the society and political and social institutes. So, in fact, the politics was a comprehensive concept for the Greek. However, the concept of the politics underwent changing over the centuries. In other words, the Greek concept of politics is no more valid today. Why? Because it is changing by centuries, it is changing by time. That's why the terms and the functions and the implementation of political science and the study of political science has been changed through the Greek concept to the modern times. So that's why there is no valid for modern time or today's time. The study of politics has occurred a wider meaning in the modern times. Of course, through the evolution of political science in other social sciences, it has more and more scope and more evolution in the society, in the state and over the government and over the functions, activities and implementations, competition, and more activities are there and more objectives are there for the evaluation of political science studies through the society, through the government and through the state. So, obviously it will change by time to time, obviously it will change through the history to the present and to the future also. As a matter of fact, with the evolution of the systems of production through the different stages, for example, hunters, gathering of food, agriculture and other fields, education, industries, factories, development, all these things are including in the social and economic institutions has become the very more important for the political science studies. Political science also organized and evolved and progressed through these basic things. This resulted in a distinction between the three phases of human society, human activities, which are namely as politics, social and economics. How see and observe that how the political sciences studies about all these fields and how it is involving in all the factors and in all the fields of human society, of state and as well as for the government also. So that the political science come to define as the science of state and government. Obviously, it will be called as the science of state and government. Why? Because it is including the state, it is including the individual body, and it is including the as per the activities, as per the duties, and as per the functions. It is evolving through all the activities and all the fields. So that's why the political science is also defined and come to us defined as a science of state and government. Thus, the detailed studies of the evaluation of the state, obviously it functions absolutely, and the government considered the subject matter of the study of political science. Of course, with the influence of the study of behavioralism in a natural science, the behavioralism movements has been initiated in social sciences. Of course, why? Because it is dealing with the time to time and dealing with the every functioning, every implementation of the government rules to the state and towards the individual for the political behaviors and for the political welfare. So that after the Second World War time, the behavioralism movement, which has emerged in 1920s, become very popular movement in 1950s. This movement was led by the American political scientists like Charles Merriam, Gabor Amand, and David Stern, etc. Behavioralism emphasis on the study of political behavior, perceptions of individuals towards their own political system. Obviously, it will. Hence, the study of political science confined itself to the study of political behavior in an organized society of human beings. Of course, and absolutely, we are discussing about the political science means it exactly including the individual's activity, it exactly including the state and as well as the government. Where there is a state, there is a government, we know that. Okay. After that, the study and the area of political science also extend to the policy of formulating, implementation and evaluation of political systems. Hence, the political science is also called as the policy science. Why? Why? Because the policy of formulating any rules and regulations to the state, to the individual, to the society, to the government is formulating a schedule, structuring the formula that they have to follow, and implementation. Of course, if there is a rules and regulation means there should be the implementation in a right way and in a positive way for the welfare of state, for the welfare of society, and absolutely for the welfare and development of individuals, and then involvement of political system. Of course, all these things are happening means the evaluation is there. That's why all these things are happening. That the political science is also called as the policy science. The concept of political science and the policy of science was pronounced by J. Laswell, the great thinker of political science. After that, there was yet another change of perspectives in political science, which was a reaction of behavioralism, known as post-behavioralism. It was during the period of behavioral studies that political science put its claim to being a scientific, because the scholars has observed the political phenomena and verified it before theorizing. Such studies are called empirical. Post-behavioralism considered the ethics and values as equally important along with the facts and method. Already we have discussed about the empirical and the modern political sciences. Get it? It's absolutely focused on ethics, it's absolutely focused on values, facts and methods. The meaning of nature and the scope of political science was become more and more comprehensive. Of course, by the changing of time, by the changing of states, by the changing of governments, by the changing of thinking of the individual and the great personalities which have thinking about the political science to the subject, to the content, to the matter of any subject, which including all the fields of the studies which is related to the states, government, individual, human society, organized society, there will be the political science and evaluation of political science will be there. Here the comprehensive means including or dealing with the element aspects of something. Okay.